Alright, so I think Hardy's next.
Alright, I guess we can keep it pretty simple because when I first started it was damn it freaking anyway, when I first started it was in 2005 and I don't think this user is available anymore. His name is TX Rocker 281. When I actually first started like watching Mugen, it was which characters? It was Ruben Keys, Evo Ken, and Evo Ryu with let me see, with Iron Mugen's Kusanagi and Sanders Ziori. So I'm thinking like, yeah, it's 2v2 tag. I was thinking, wait a minute, is this CVS 2 with the new DLC or something like that? I was like, this is pretty interesting. And I was like watching it and got really amazed by it because like the rounds was like back and forth. And yeah, it was like, oh damn, I gotta get into this. How do I get this? How do I do things like that? And then I actually asked person, let me see, I forgot what the video was, but I don't think it's there anymore because it deleted all of it. Yeah, I basically asked him, hey, how do I add the characters? How do I add stages and things like that? Pretty much I got a little hang of it when I first started, but when I first recorded, it didn't even have audio. It just had the laggy, like bad gameplay. It was like all laggy. The frames were all laggy and stuff with snag it, and then I didn't know how to actually record it. Then I was like, oh, I just had to add music, and hopefully it went well. And the video actually went okay-ish. It was like I think 15,000 views within 1 year. So, and it was a bad crap. Yeah, and it actually worked. Then, as I picked it up, the frames were still choppy as heck, but then the frames you could definitely tell it was an improvement. And the characters I used were actually Mortal Kombat ones, and the size was actually some of the characters' size were like pretty small. You know the character sizes.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Liu Kang's pretty broken. And then you had some people like trying to use the actual lores like, hey, this guy doesn't belong here, blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm not gonna bother with that. So yeah, but yeah, that was one of the videos. And then I started got a little creative with the ideas. I wouldn't say I'm the first one. I was many of the first to actually do like a Mugen tournament, like 1-on-1. Basically everyone picks a character and from the roster, and they assign what they want. Of course, I banned the evil characters, the evil duos as we call them, and Dragon Claw, so they wouldn't be used. And then yeah, I think that went pretty successful. And then skipping like a few months later, this was around 2006, 7, or 8, I don't remember. But yeah, I started doing the the tag team Mugen. So I think a lot of people got really into that, and I think I finished. Yeah, people really got into that. Then fast forward more, then
tag team back again.
Yeah, then you got the the current hiatus of those Dark Flamesters where I use one of the characters. Let's see. Yeah, it was basically like 4 characters, but mostly I was just using one. Yeah, and then I think 2007 is where I met DV here, because he introduced me to Camtasia Studio when I was still using Snagit, so that definitely really helped. When I actually did DM'd him a couple of times on YouTube, and I think on Skype as well. You're cut off.
You muted yourself again.
It was MSN Messenger.
Yeah, right. Back in them days.
Oh my goodness!
Back in them days.
Back then.
Yeah, back when Trillion was the thing to use when you want to use multiple messaging services in one.
Yeah, I use Trillion a lot. Love Trillion.
I was probably old school. I use AOL, AIM, or whatever.
AOL Instant Messenger. That's what everybody used. I used that.
Yeah, I think the first time was like, I forgot what video that I commented on DV, but it was pretty old. But yeah, regardless, I think I met DV after all this time and still doing Mugen. but we still do off Mugen stuff. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think I still go to you for like some what's that called, feedback and all that. And what's that called? Shout out to little Asian AJ for doing all that Mugen stuff. He was actually doing some pretty good storyboard, and
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, but he actually had to learn the storyboard stuff from me because he was messaging me on how to do it. This is when I started to do the videos on how to do the storyboards and everything. And
right,
that blew up. I'll get to my part when you're done. It's a long one.
right. He did some storyboards, and it actually got me to inspire to do some as well. Like, even though the videos are deleted, I did the Afterlife of Mugen series. It did 8 episodes because I was just randomly had ideas. I just blurted it out there. As soon as I have ideas, I just put it out there. And I have my Dark Flames Mugen series. I'm pretty sure.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It's still going to continue. I just don't have that inspiration because I got lazy. I'm just getting lazy, and yeah, production's like, which character should I fight next? So yeah, I think a lot of them got really popular. Especially the Homer versus the Homer one. So pretty much a lot of people like that one. Of course the evil Ryu one. So yeah, and I think I'm still doing it. Pretty much you guys all see them. Today I'm still doing the Mugen stuff, but
yeah,
it's just random matches. So, but of course, I plan on doing storyboards and teams or stuff like that. But yeah, but right now I'm just doing more than just Mugen now.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, but I'm also, I could do some animations and storyboards. So it's just about getting my lazy butt to actually do it. Yeah, I plan on getting back into that. And let me see what else. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, mine's pretty short. I just get straight to the point.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Blah blah blah. 50K. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Partnership. Blah 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 blah. Esports sponsorship. Blah blah blah.
Well, you got an
I
esports sponsorship?
I wasn't mentioning that, but okay.
You got an esports sponsorship?
No, I don't know where he got that information from. So.
You're not on a stream team.
Oh, the stream team. Okay, yeah.
That's not really a sponsorship. Yeah. Sponsorships mean you have to advertise. This video is brought to you by blank blank blank, and go, yeah, you gotta talk all that and things like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm still doing Mugen. I'm not stopping. So but it's just I'm expanding my options. Yeah, because you have people doing this Eichmann online and Mugen online, things like that. Heck, we didn't even talk about EF12, which is that's like 3D. That's like the next stage of Mugen.
Not from what I've been looking at.
Yeah, that got scrapped pretty fast.
I don't know about that one, chief.
But yeah, Mugen is fun to create dream. Mugen is fun to create dream matches. For example, you have asking people saying who's better, Ragna or Soul. We all know the answer to that. But yeah, Soul. Or you have the Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, things like that.
People who put Ragna, I need the get hit sounds too. Shit. Son of a...
Yeah. Oh, the English sound. I'm pretty sure you could get it somewhere. Just rip it out.
Pretty sure somebody already has.
Yeah.
Were you watching the evil before? I think there was a Ragnar top 8. Shit, proud shit.
Oh gosh. What was that? One more. Oh yeah. I think the first screen pack I got was Everything versus Everything.
That was like everybody else, bro. Until you realize.
And damn, the life bar was good. The life bar was good.
Yeah,
right?
The life bar was the best thing about it because who in the fuck is honestly gonna fill up like 3,000 slots unless you're like a
It
warehouse.
was 1,000. It was 1,000
No,
slots. Yeah.
they had the mods for it to be like 6,000 and shit. Like,
Oh damn.
yeah. Like, first
what
of
made
all,
the life bar
you
so good though?
you can't even see because it was a play on CVS 2, and CVS 2 life bar is legit as hell. But either way, like, you couldn't even see, dog. The small ports were this big. Like, you can't tell where you were. Like, if you didn't put that, if you didn't put that thing in alphabetical order, you were fucked. Like,
Yeah, it's like, dude, we like, people do put a lot of things. You you have like you combine like let me see, CVS Ken and Street Fighter 2 Ken versus the Ryus and things like that. So I was like, damn, I was like, what? And you have people asking me like, hey, what is this? How do I get this? And then of course I went to the tutorials level on how to actually do it. So
yeah, everybody kind of did that until they were like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna respond to those comments anymore because I
did not hear you.
I
didn't hear you. You definitely cut off.
God. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Damn. Like, why does this always happen? Either way, like I was saying, is like I mean, you got those comments so much to the point where it was just like, I'm not even gonna respond to that anymore.
Like, I still do, but yeah, you get tired of it, but you still got to do what you got to do. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, hey, I got the tutorial, go watch it there, boom, 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 and it's easy, simple as.
Boom, boom, boom. Want you in my room.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together forever. That's an old one. That's an old one. I remember that one. Oh my God, that's middle school right there. Oh, remember being in math class just singing that song in my head, bro. Just like that.
Yeah.
Kimochi. Like that one too. I'm not finishing that one, but I remember that one too.
Oh yeah, there was one. I think there was hold on. I gotta check my desktop real quick. There was something that we loved doing way back then. Hold on, let me check my computer real quick. Give me a second.
But yeah, man. I mean, limitless possibilities, man. Limitless. Like right now, they're already starting to try to port the Blaze Blue Cross tag characters.
Right.
People are trying to get that RWBY.
That Ruby.
I'll just add this one because I couldn't find it. Yeah, I remember this one. We were all doing like team signatures and all that, like representing the teams.
Oh yeah, everybody. Yeah. Oh God, I remember mine. I created a couple for people too. Yeah. Oh, is that Memphis? Bro, I remember him.
Memphis. Wow.
I remember him. God, I remember Memphis. Yeah.
Right.
Let me show you something.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing these back in the day. Dog, my favorite one obviously is that KVG one, dog. You did your damn thing on that one. I remember because you were also in infantry. I remember seeing this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because because you were in Sick of the Week sometimes too.
Yeah, the Jackie Robinson, the Wire.
Yeah, the Jackie Robinson, the Wire one, and the KVG one. Yeah, I remember those definitely. Yeah.
By the way, people love the Dark Mugen, like that Mugen series because of the dialogues, like what I typed at the beginning, like things like. Yeah, those were actually pretty entertaining.
I remember some of the comments too. It's like, bro, you gotta work on your text editing, man. Every time with this man right here. Every time, that was one of the key things that they always said was, God, you got to use your text better. The placement is off.
Yeah. That guy pretty much just didn't care about that. Yeah, there was this another user. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you all know him. Matcher Melee. Do you guys know him?
Oh yeah, I know Matcher
Melee. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. Nah, this one's too long now. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Mugen's still going strong right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now for the quote-unquote doozy that we got over here.
And now for your feature presentation.
Right.
Please
mine was just like a middle intermission break.
Please remember, turn off your cell phones. Put them on silent. Make sure that you've got your popcorn and your drinks ready, and you have already used the restroom.
Dun, dun, dun.
It is time for our feature presentation.
Got the HBO sound and everything.
Oh, geez, man.
Oh,
Now
shit.
presented to you in Dolby Digital Sound.
You know, you could have said THX.
No.
You could have said THX, but hey, we know.
TH.
Oh man. Oh wow.